Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup as it'll be the Desparados of Mexico City taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
That's out wide for Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Miles Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's go. 22 needle.
Now a play fake. Lance. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, smash.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Ravens at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Will Anderson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To the right side, this is Walker. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We're scoreless after one.
Hold the ready.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Griffith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Carter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinn Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Fight 60. Hey, check Mega. Mega. Set, go.
On play action, Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And Lance's throw brought in by Watson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hut. Set.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Griffin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. Stays on his feet. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, here's Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Come on, set. Check you. Ready.
A final shot before half for Lance. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Okay.
2nd and 10.
Green gap. Snap. Red. Field. Black. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. That one nearly 30. Officially. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
In motion right, Olave. Here's Walker.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Walker, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Down. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ball, 10. Blue strike.
Here's Lance. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. was much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Hey, pass.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Griffith.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Now a play fake. Lance. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. But right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now Lance. Caught.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year, as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. You think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. So congratulations to him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Ready up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, blue. Black shot. Red, yellow. Slide 2. Black ultra. Yellow.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back, as that one is accepted.
Let's go now.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
And Lance going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Lance looking to throw it.
And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Drop 60, drop 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
18, 5 years.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
18 ready, 18 ready. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Come on.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Well, fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready.
Lance now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Now Lance wants to change him up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Brad! White! Set!
Throwing now is Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Will Anderson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Ready?
Throwing on second and long. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ultra. Go ultra. 6. Mega.
Here's Lance to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Runs over it, and he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
Second down and inches. He finds his man complete. It's Griffith.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Channing Timber. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Red, cycle. Blaster, 6. Black shot. Hut, hut.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Black blue. Black ultra. Hey, green. Hut.
Lance now on first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Lance escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here we go. Set.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Yellow. Green jack. Smash. Red. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Lance.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here we go. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So